This is the URT. You are the URT. Smash a like for the URT. Subscribe to the URT. Big up the URT. Welcome back to the United Real Therapy, people. I'm your host, hopefully with the most, but big up to everybody. Please smash a like on your way in. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Big up the URT Army. Big up Saeed for the raid. Love, love, love Saeed for the raid. Big up, people. People are coming in early. Let me just have a look if that my guy's lying to me. If he's lying to me, he's lying to me, man. Oh my God. Wolves have just gone to Wolves. I've just got Rodrigo Gomez. Rodrigo Gomez. Rodrigo Gomez. Give me Give me life. Rodrigo Gomez. Liverpool are going for the all attack now, people. Liverpool are going for the all. You can hear it, people, but Liverpool are all going for the all attack. Come on, you Wolves. Come on, you Wolves. Come on, you Wolves. It's all to the pump, people. It's all to the pump. All of it is to the pump. But yeah, they conceded a corner. But yeah, maybe I should stop watching it. Maybe we should stop watching it. Focus on the show. But anyway, you keep up with us anyway. Big up to big up to Jamie Wayne. Big up Jamie Wayne. Big up to King Sol. Big up to the early birders, people who are here. Let's be having you, people. Let's get having you. Let's be having you, people. Yeah. Send them over, Saeed. We're live. Big up, Saeed. Yo, send them over, bro. Yes, people, smash the like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Who are we? URT. Big up the URT. We are the URT. Big up, people. Listen, we're going to be talking about Newcastle versus Manchester United, mate. It's going to be a tough game. We've not won there in the last 3 years. It's a tough place for us to go, Geordie land. But you know what? They're not on form. We're not on form at the moment. We're getting the results, but we're not playing great football, if I'm all being honest. But big up to everybody. Yeah, man. Big up Jamie Wayne. Tell them, man. There's a new Jamie Wayne. Yo, Jamie Wayne. Somebody's got... Yo, Jamie Wayne, we've got an impersonator in the chat. We got somebody here. We got 6 points clear tomorrow. Well, that's if we win. That's what's going to be. We're going to be talking about... Jamie Wayne, it happens to me all the time. It happens to me all the time, pal. They used to laugh at us. Misery on the watch-alongs was so funny. Love your content. The way you used to laugh at the misery on the watch-along was so funny. Like, yeah, man. Big up Benjamin J. Love. Yeah, man. Big up to all of those people coming in right now. Like I said, big up to all those people coming in right about now. Liverpool are trying to get back in the game, but obviously it's, the last few minutes. Yeah, the trolls are funny, bro. Yo, listen, Jamie Wayne, you know when you've been trolled by somebody, by basically somebody impersonating your name or try to name themselves your name, you just got to laugh at it, bro. You can't take it too seriously, bro. You can't take it too seriously, pal. You can't be taking it too serious. Don't take it too serious, man. Don't be taking it too serious, man. You just gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. Oh no! No, Liverpool can go and win it now. I hate this. I flipping hate it. Can't even have a bloody little laugh at them. Liverpool are going to win it now. Liverpool are going to win it. We're not even going to look at it, but big up to everybody. Welcome to the United Real Therapy. We're going to be talking, we're going to be obviously building up to the game. It's going to be a very, very an interesting game and a big game for Manchester United. Yeah, big game for Manchester United. Big game. I'm not going to lie to you. We've not done well over there for a long, long time. They've got it. Glazers and Ineos and Ratcliffe out, mate. Let me just do this. Ratcliffe out. Yep. URT. Yeah. URT. URT. We're live. We're live. URT. We are live. Live right now. We're live now. For the new Manchester United preview, man. Yes. Carrick'S presser plus all Man UFC news. Yeah, there we go. That's the avenue. Just tweeted a show out. Big up, people. Yeah. Yeah. I understand your reservations, King. Theory, I understand your reservations, but at the end of the day, it's what it is. Listen, Barcelona, what's going on with the Barcelona game? Barcelona, let me just check away from here. Barcelona. Let me just check if it's still like that. Barcelona, 94 minutes +4. Barcelona need one more goal. One more goal to have it aggregate 4-all for the Copa del Rey. One more goal, can they do it? Brilliant fight back though from them. From 4-0, they lost 4-0 away and they're winning 3-0 at home tonight. So hopefully they'll come back to fight for a better. They'll come back and fight. Big up, people. Just need to straighten out a couple of things. Big up to the masses. Big up to the people. Big up to everybody wherever you are. Glazers out. It was always Glazers out, people. Always Glazers out. But big up, please smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hopefully we're going to get some of the boys jumping on later on. But yeah, Carrick'S presser, we're going to be looking at Carrick'S presser. We're going to be looking at all the other news surrounding Manchester United. Obviously, we're in a lot of debt. But yeah, we are in a lot of debt. Yeah, we're in a lot of debt. Yeah. Yeah. But that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, people, and also previewing the game. Like I said, our record there is absolutely terrible. Manchester United sit third on the table, unbeaten, 11 in 12 league games, strong recent PPG around 2.5. They come off the comeback win against Crystal Palace to both scoring a streak in away games, full focus on the league. Yeah, Newcastle are sitting 13th with a dire run, just one win in their last 5 to 7 league games, with 4 straight home league defeats. And in some report, conceding 2+ more in recent home outings. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at, people. It's going to be very interesting. Let me just send this. Big up Jarvis and the Tacticos, yeah. Nuruddin, it's strange how the Epstein files are being read now, and Trump hits Iran. Yeah, 100%, bro. Come on. We know that. We know that, mate. The PDF files want access. They want the access, man. They want the access. The PDF. Big up Jarvis for the raid. Big up Tactical Devils for the raid. Love and Light for the raid. They want access to basically Iranian children, man. The PDF files either bomb or molest children. That's what they do. Big up to Tactical Raid. Big up to Jarvis for the raid. Appreciate him. Big up Tactical Devils for the raid. Big up to him. Big up Luani's about better watch out. Big up to every one of you. Big up Luani. How you doing, King? Hope you well. Just gonna send the link to Irfan. Let him know that we're live.
How you doing?
If he wants to jump. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good, Luani. We're good. We're good. We're good. The world is on fire. Yeah, man. Big up, King. Big up to your son, by the way.
Big up.
Big up to your son.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to your son.
Thank you.
Yeah, big him up.
Thank you.
I hope he had a lovely birthday.
20 years. Yeah.
Wow.
20 years. It's time for him to get out now.
Listen. I don't agree with that. He's gonna be there as long as he wants. You brought him into this world, man. He didn't choose to be here. You made the choice.
Oh, come on. He need to fly. It's time to fly.
Nah, man. I don't believe that, man. Parents, as long as they're alive, you got a home, baby. You got a home. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying he got a home. If things don't turn out well, he can still come back. But he needs to learn how to fly on his own.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
How are you, bro? Obviously, you were
I missed the stream last time. I'm good.
Yeah. Talk to me. Give me your match reaction for the Crystal Palace. What did you think of the game?
No, I thought you, Sean, and Ben. I watched the stream. I thought you guys did a pretty excellent job in summarizing how the game went. I think Sean brought up the fact that it looked like Glasner was able to stretch Casemiro and Kobe Mino because they couldn't cover the field, the pitch. And you said something along the line that Crystal Palace stretched the pitch. And yeah, they did. That's what they did. And also Ben also brought up the fact that we needed a fullback, and that's as important as midfielder that we need in summer. I thought those 3 points were all spot on. As for me, particularly what I thought about the game, I am more concerned about two things. The first thing is the three that we play behind the striker, regardless if it's Sesko, Mbomo, or Xerxes that we end up playing as a striker. The three behind them, I just think that their technical flaw is not good enough to bench Amad Diallo, because by benching Amad, we lose a certain level of that's my missus. We lose a certain level of ball retention in that midfield when we bench Amad Diallo. And I thought we were very narrow because of the profile of players that we have. If you take Bruno, Cunha, and Mbomo, for example, his starting point is in that right channel. And the only thing he does is do a run over the shoulder. And when he does a run over the shoulder, nobody picks him up. Bruno doesn't pick him up. Our DM don't pick him up. So he's forced to go to the touchline, to hug the touchline, looking for space over there. And then when he gets the ball over there, he cannot square off his fullback. He cannot dribble. So now we're limited in that aspect. Bruno is always looking for balls over the top. And if you don't give him the time to turn, he will not find that ball. The only moment of quality came in that game when he was able to turn and find Cunha. And then when you take Cunha, it's the same thing. Cunha's starting point is on the wing, but every time he take the ball, he bring the ball back into traffic. Watching Cunha play sometimes is like another version of Rashford. The only difference is that Rashford go run into blind alleys on the wing, and Cunha bring the ball back into traffic. If you were to draw a cycle, right around Cunha, you will see in that a 10-yard cycle around Cunha. You will see Bruno in there. You will see Mbomo in there. You will see Sesko in there. Now, if you have Bruno, Cunha, Sesko, Mbomo in a 10-yard cycle, those players are not good at doing like give and goes. I mean, Bruno to a certain extent, yeah, but I don't see them being able to do give and goes. So they needed to open the pitch more, which they did in the second half. Credit to them. But I also think that there's an element of Crystal Palace letting us have the ball, which is kind of strange because at the beginning they were really stretching us and playing through our. We didn't have any press, so they were playing through our middle fine. And then when they scored the goal, suddenly they kind of retract. They let us have the ball. We couldn't do anything with it in the first half. And then the second half, I think Carrick talked to them, like you said. Probably he did a pep talk with them in the dressing room. And we came out moving the ball a bit faster. But I think Crystal Palace give us a lot of respect because even after the red card, when they only start playing football when they were 2-1 down. At that point, the game become like a basketball game with 10 men, which is not supposed to be. Normally, we have a superior numerical advantage. We're supposed to control the game more, but they still end up passing the ball and having it in our box. If Will Hughes have put his foot on the ball instead of passing it, we might be talking about a 2-2 game, but we have our opportunities too. So we end up being a victory. I'm not gonna complain about that. No, we did 3 points, another 3 point we moved. So
yeah, gonna be very interesting, man. No, big up,
big up,
big up, man.
big up,
big up. Wolves won. Let me just check this 1 second. Oh my God!
Really?
You beauties! You beauty!
Oh no!
You Is the game over? No, it's injury time yet. Come on, please, Wolves, hold on. Wolves, please.
That is crazy. You know, if there is one team,
if
there is one team.
Wolves,
if there is one team that does not deserve. No, if there is one team that does not deserve to be in that bottom three, it's definitely the Wolves, you know.
Wolves, I beg you, please hold on, Wolves. Please hold on.
Yeah!
4 minutes to hold on. Please, Wolves. I beg you, Wolves, hold on. You got 4 minutes to hold on.
No, it's 97th minute. It's only 6 minutes added, so they're over the added time.
Oh, you beauty. I turned it off. I was like, I can't watch. I thought Liverpool were going to win it. I turned it off. I thought they were going to win it.
Wolves on the ball. Wolves is on the ball.
You watching Merseyside? You watching Merseyside? You watching Merseyside? You watching Merseyside? This is a hell of a performance from Wolverhampton. The Wanderers, the Wolves. The Wolves are there. The Wolves.
What is wrong?
That's another
what
foul.
What is wrong with you guys?
Another foul. 97 minutes plus. A Wolves are winning.
Game's over. Game's over.
Game's over.
What is going on? What is going on with Liverpool?
Game's over.
Crazy.
Game is over. Game is over. Over the rainbow. Game is over. Game is over. Get in there. Listen, I'm telling you. you, tomorrow we've got a tough game, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Tough game tomorrow. Manchester United's record away at Newcastle for the past 3 years, it's been shameful. It's actually been really shameful. The last time we actually got a result there, remember Wan-Bissaka scored. You remember? I don't know if you remember. I think that was on the Ollie, if I'm not mistaken. And we're live at tomorrow. Game kicks off at 1:15. But yeah, our record. So Manchester United have won their last 3 home Premier League matches against Newcastle have won their last 3 home Premier League match against Manchester United, as many as their previous 18 combined. The Magpies last had a longer home league winning run against the Red Devils from 1915 to 1930, which was 10, right? Manchester United are looking for a record Premier League double over Newcastle for the first time since 2021 campaign. They won 1-0 on Boxing Day thanks to a goal from Patrick Dogu. 36% of Newcastle Premier League wins against Manchester United have come under Eddie Howe, 4 out of 11. The last Magpies manager to win more league games against them was Joe Hartley, 6 between 1969 and 1973. Newcastle have only lost 2 of their last 20 home evening kickoffs, 7 or later in the Premier League, winning 11, drawing 7, is going down to 2-0 at West Ham in November 2024 and 3-2 to Liverpool in August 2025. Newcastle have lost each of their last 3 Premier League home games, last losing more consecutively at St James Park between August and October 2018. Manchester United have recovered 9 points from losing position in the Premier League in 2026, more than any other side. They've only lost just 1 of their last 8 matches in which they have fallen behind, winning 3, drawing 4, after the loss of 10 of their previous 13 when trailing beforehand, drawing 3. Manchester United have only lost 1 of their last 11 away Premier League games, winning 5, drawing 5, 2-1 defeat to Aston Villa in December. The Red Devils had only won 1 of their previous 11s on the road, drawing 3 and losing 7. Newcastle Anthony Gordon has scored just 3 goals from 38 shots in the Premier League this season, 8% conversion rate compared to 11 goals from 38 shots across all competition this term, 29% conversion rate. Harvey Barnes failed to register a goal involvement in only the first 15 Premier League appearances for Newcastle. Jacob Rasmussen has now either scored 2 or assisted 1 in each of the last 3. He has never scored or assisted in 4 consecutive league games before. Bruno Fernandes, the team Premier League assist this season, most by a Manchester United player in a single campaign since Antonio Valencia in 2011-2012. Also 13, the only David Beckham in 1999 or 2015 and Nani in 2010-2014 has ever provided more in a single campaign in the competition for the club. There you go, people. So we give you the stats to begin with, but yeah, this is where we're at, people. This is where we're at. This is who we are, and this is where we're at. And Manchester United are where Manchester United are, people. So big up to the people. Please smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Liverpool are where they are. I think we needed them to lose tonight, and they have lost. Where everybody thought they were going to go and get the win there at Wolverhampton, because I think tomorrow is going to be a really tricky game for us. I think the fact that they got beaten by Everton, they've only got 1 win in their last 7 Premier League games, Newcastle. So it's going to be very, very tricky to see what happens tomorrow. But I am concerned about the form. I've already expressed that to you guys. I thought we were woeful in that first half again. We started off lackadaisical again against Crystal Palace. And we got back in the game, yes. For me, we forced the error from the bozo moment from Lacroix. But tomorrow night, we have to be absolutely up for it. We need to put in a performance like we did against Arsenal tomorrow night. On today's presser, Michael Carrick has said whether Shaw or Maguire is give and go because both of them are not injured. He said they both had the illness, so they're going to be measured to see what happens. So we're going to wait and see, people. It's wait and see, FC. I'll go to you, Luwani, first.
Yeah.
Are you as concerned as I am about tomorrow night, despite Newcastle's home record, which has been abysmal? And obviously, they got beaten 3 in a row, I think, at home, if I'm not mistaken, or 3 games they've lost. Talk to me.
Yes, I am concerned. I'm very concerned, actually. I think Newcastle is one of the team that can hand us a defeat or that in Carrick's tenure. And the reason I'm concerned is because they have what it takes to attack all our weaknesses. For example, we're ponderous on the ball. We move the ball pretty slow. They can press the ball out of us. And in the same way, they move the ball fast. They're very physical. And they have a set system that enhance the balance between the individual quality of their players and the tactical aspect that Eddie Howe brings to the game. They can move the ball fast. We are not good. We are not good at pressing. If I could say we don't have any press game at all. What we usually do is sit in the mid block. But I think Newcastle have the midfield to play through that block, and they also have the pace on the wing, especially if they drop in Votamade into that anchor position, and Elanga or Harvey Barnes or Elanga and Tony Gordon have the place to be played behind our defensive line. You brought up the fact that Harry Maguire. I've watched your discussion trying to argue against the revisionism of certain of our players. Harry Maguire is in form now. We are playing to his strength, but let's not forget where we're coming from because we cannot play off the halfway line. So tomorrow with Anthony Gordon or Elanga or Harvey Barnes, whoever starts, and Votamade drop into that midfield, that will be interesting to see how much of that Eddie Howe want to exploit, in terms of our defensive line being slow. So that will be tomorrow. Will probably be the game that Harry will be tested the most because of the pace that Newcastle have.
Get in there with me.
Big up Bombay. I hope you're good.
Big up, gentlemen. Yeah, love, likewise, man.
Big up Saeed for the raid, people.
Liking that trim, Luwani. Mr. T Flex.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
I get no play.
Sorry, guys. This is a 50 bucks massacre. 50 bucks massacre, man.
Yo, listen, give me that guy's address, man. I'll go around there and take care of him for you. No, looking fresh, bro. Looking fresh.
Thank you.
Fresher than your average.
Yeah, man.
Big up
Luan is always looking fresh, man. It's the smile, bro. It's the smile. Even if I had the hair of that guy who ain't shaved it off, he's still looking fresh.
Yeah. Big up Saeed for the raid. Yeah, I'll go to you, Jarvis. Jarvis, the game's going to be difficult tomorrow. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so that's it pretty much for tomorrow.
Yeah. It's going to be a difficult game tomorrow. Big up Saeed for the raid. We don't know if Maguire, Luke Shaw, Carrick said that today in the presser. He doesn't know. It's going to be a last-minute thing for them. He said they both wasn't injured. It was the illness thing that was going on. Maguire was complaining about he couldn't see his eyes, when he came off the pitch. Against Crystal Palace, but I am worried the performance. I'm happy with the results, but I'm worried about the performance, Jarvis. I'm not going to lie. And one thing I will say, Newcastle is not as strong as they were in midfield. Newcastle are not as strong as they were in midfield. Obviously, Bruno Guimaraes is out. Tonali's been the only fit guy who's fit. Joe Nilton is supposed to play tomorrow, so that's going to be very interesting to see. But they've got a lot of injuries. I can just name you some of the players that they have out. I can give you some of the names. of the players that they have injured. Newcastle, Bruno Gomes, Fabian Schär, Livramento. Apparently he's back, but it might be too soon for him. He might come on in the game tomorrow. Emil Kraft, knee. He's out season. He's out for the season. Lewis Miley, who's been one of their best young players, who actually played right back for a lot of the times this season for them when Trippier's been out. Jacob Ramsey is expected to be fit after illness, so he's going to most likely play. Nick Walter-Mara is supposed to be ill as well. They're going to be waiting tomorrow to see if he's going to be coming back. So their predicted lineup is Pope, Trippier, Tayo, Boatman, Hall, Tonali, Ramsey, Wilcox, Joelinton, Barnes, Wissa, Gordon, Murphy. That's what it's going to be. So that's their going to be thing. So it's not their strength, the full strength. They've got a lot of crucial players out. We've got our own players out. Obviously, tomorrow there's no delay. I doubt it. I don't know if he's going to risk Martinez back tomorrow, even though he said that Martinez might be in contention. He might come on as a sub at least. So it's going to be a very interesting game in terms of, but one thing I will know, the first 20 minutes, they'll come out the traps. They will put a lot of pressure on us. They will use Harvey Barnes and Anthony Gordon as their pace. And Wizard maybe most likely start. And they will put us on the back foot. Can Manchester United match the start of Newcastle tomorrow in terms of their crowd will be up? Obviously, when Manchester United come up to the... Some people will say it's their cup final when United come to there. We've not won there. We've been pathetic all three performances in the last 3 years we've played there. And it's shameful, really, our record there. This could be the first time we can do the double over them since 2021, I think it is. But go ahead, Jarvis.
Big up for the Saeed raid. Big up people smashed the like for Nuruddin. And now we saw Liverpool bottling it against the Wolves. So it's a good day being a Man United supporter tonight. But it can change quickly tomorrow night, as Nuruddin's saying. And Newcastle is a very good team, although their form isn't at their best at the moment. But we have been to St. James's Park before, and we have lost many times away against Newcastle, and they have a strong team, always physical. Joe Linton always putting in an effort, and we have so many of those players. I would say Anthony Gordon is one to look out for. Lewis Hall, very good player. You know, I wouldn't mind us signing Lewis Hall because Luke Shaw ain't getting any younger in my mind. You have Sandro Tonali, the guy who came from AC Milan, very good player. And he's been linked to Man United so many times now, and both him and Bruno Guimaraes. So, this is going to be a tough game, and it's so important for us to win tomorrow. If we win tomorrow, Liverpool losing today, we will be 6 points ahead of Liverpool. And I think when we have 10 games left of the season, or 9 games after this round, it will be... I think we will have 1 foot into the next year's Champions League already. Again... so important. It's a must-win game. So for me, my biggest fear is the players not up for it. I think what we saw against Crystal Palace was poor. That first half was one of the worst, maybe the worst half we've seen under Carrick so far for me. And also, again, I'm a little bit skeptic because we couldn't figure out how to solve Crystal Palace's attack against us. They used the number 10s. They pinned down our centre-backs. Our full-backs played really compact into our centre-backs, and there were a lot of space out wide, and they created overloads with Saar. They created overloads with what's his name, the wing back. And for me, I think we need to solve all of these issues. We need to be up for it. I don't think we should start Luke Shaw. We have Masraoui. I think he looked good when he came on. Maybe a game changer even when he came on. I think we looked like a different team. And Masraoui, I like Masraoui going forward. The only problem with playing Masraoui is we don't have the width on the left-hand side and the threat of crossing on the first touch. So again, I've been struggling a little bit about what to do. Are we going to play Sesko, or are we going to play Mbumo in the 9? It depends on the game plan of Carrick. If you want crosses, if you want Sesko to be the guy in the middle, if you want to put Newcastle on the siege and pin them down and try to dominate the game, I would start Sesko. But if the game plan is to hold on in that first 25-30 minutes against a physical Newcastle coming in, I think maybe it will be better starting Mbumo in the 9, because who is going to take out Sandro Tonali, because he's their main man. He will spread those passes. He will find Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall will cross into the box. Also, we will find Trippier. Trippier will try to cross deep crosses into the box. They will probably play with Vissa on as the number 9, and Vissa is a good striker, is a good man to have on the headers. So again, it depends on Carrick's game plan. If it was me, I would go with Mbumo. I would start Sesko on the bench. I would start Ahmad. I would go with the solid 4-4-2 block, play narrow, and be compact, at least in the first half, and then wait until the game comes into our hands. And another point is, we usually have a week turnover from one game to another, and this time it's only 3 days. So we won't see the same type of energy and the same legs. And, going on the thing we saw against Crystal Palace in that first half, I'm not sure if the players are up for it, if they have the energy to go up against Newcastle on St. James's Park in that first half. So I would be more cautious in my approach for this game. So that's my talking points. And also when it comes to the centre-backs, I would play Aiden Heaven instead of Lenny Yoro for me, because Heaven has a better left foot, and I would put Maguire on the right.
Yeah, Bumbai, big up to you, man. Hope you well. Sending love.
Thanks, bro.
Always. Solidarity
Always.
to all the people of Iran as they resist the imperialists, the Zios, the military machine, and the colonizers.
They're carrying the flag on their own, man. All the rest of the nations are just
slaves to the Zionists. Slaves to the
Zionists, bro. They bend over 5 times a day and don't follow through. It's an absolute joke. Iran and the Lebanese resistance, the Yemenis and some of the honorable Iraqis are fighting the most powerful country in the world with Israel in tow and Europe's help. Fighting so that they don't bow down and be told what to do. So, anyway, that being said, big up Jamie Wayne, big up Saul, big up Titanium, all the mods, everybody in the chat, sending appreciation for you tuning in. Tomorrow's game is we've put ourselves in a fabulous position by grinding results even when we're not playing well. It seems Carrick's started with a real bang. The football was really nice. Now it's kind of slowed down a little bit, and we seem to be getting results, which is good indication of team spirit and keep going to the end. But the football is a little bit concerning, because at a certain point, maybe we'll miss our opportunity if we don't perform. Seems like the first halves are a little bit slow. Second halves were coming out a little bit better. So I hope tomorrow, whatever happens, we get the 3 points. You know, Liverpool losing today, Villa play Chelsea tomorrow. It's tailor-made to have some distance now. And this is your chance, guys. It's a pressure game because of that. And we've seen Man United fold at these opportunities before. But we are still unbeaten. And we are still getting the results, which is positive. Now, tomorrow's game, man, I don't know what's happened to Eddie Howe this season. He's tinkered a bit with the team and it's not worked. Walter Mada being played out wide sometimes and then being dropped. For me, he's had quite a good season. He's really hit the ground running coming from Germany to England. He's a good player, but he's tried different things and it's not working. Is it Europe with the injuries that's caused the problems? Maybe. Tomorrow's game, man, they've got players out, as you say. Is it at home or away?
Away, I think.
Away.
St. James's Park, just to give you a little bit, we've not beaten them in the last three. So tomorrow they can make 4 consecutive wins in 4 years. And Bombay, Newcastle have not won. They've only got 1 win in the last 7 Premier League games.
Yeah, they're really.
But they've been flying in the Champions League, to be fair to them.
Okay, I hope their focus remains on the Champions League. Tomorrow's game, bro, is going to be difficult. End of the day, they're playing Man United at home. Everybody wants to beat Man United still. It's just the way it is. Everybody goes that extra mile against Man U because it's Man U. They want that scalp. But I think tomorrow we'll win the game. I just feel Bruno will have quite a good part to play in it tomorrow for me. I would start with Mbuemo because I think what's happening here, maybe, this isn't for sure, but maybe. Carrick is interested in points now. He's got an objective, which is the Champions League. That makes life a little bit difficult because when we get to the end of the season, if we're playing this way but getting results, then it makes you think, can Carrick play sexy and get comfortable results and really be good enough to compete? You see, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Is he going into the first half feeling things out and then upping the ante in the second once he's got a foothold of, okay, this is where we're going, this is the feel of the game, and this is what we're going to do now? I don't know. I'm not sure, but second half we do seem to come out a little bit better. That was the case against Palace, is what I heard from Jarvis and what I heard from quite a few colleagues at work. First half awful, second half good. So tomorrow, man, start fast, stay in the game, stay compact, as Jarvis said. And as the game goes on, I think we've got the quality, man. And with their players missing, I think we can do the business. But Martinez is a massive miss. It's a huge miss, Martinez, for me. Lenny Yoro, for me, is flip-flopping, guys. I'm sorry. He's a good player. I'm not saying anything bad, but at the moment, he's not good enough for me to be starting. Martinez is much better option. Much more secure, ball secure, positionally aware. The goal is completely Yoro's fault against Palace. He loses the man so obviously. He's young and that, but I don't know what's going on. We want you to kick on. Lots of potential there, but when he plays, it's a little cameo. It's 20 minutes, it's here, it's there. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I still feel it might be a little bit too big for him to say to him every week, it's on you, it's on you, it's on you. He's still playing that, I'm a youngster still easing in. I have a good go and then I have a bit of a downturn. Can't have that. This is why Martinez is massive. And Martinez firing those balls into feet through the midfield. And he's also such a danger. It's like having Bruno as a centre-back. You look at the passes that he can make over the top. Teams are wary of that kind of thing, man. They can't push up willy-nilly, even when he's got the ball at the back. He will find a beautiful ball. And if you've got guys like Ahmad and Mbuemo making runs in behind, that's another thing they have to consider. So, be a good game, I think, man. So it usually is Newcastle United. We've had some good games over the years. Looking forward to it. I'm thinking we will win tomorrow. It's a feeling I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting tactically. Like I said to you, they've not been on form, but what a game for them to get to kickstart their season in the Premier League. What a game there is. Manchester United, who've not been performing great but getting results. We've been the form team in 2026. We've come back from more losing positions than any other team in the Premier League in 2026. But what a scalp for. I don't think they need anything to be motivating. They lost 3-2, narrowly lost to Everton. So I didn't like that. I just wish that I would have thought they'd beat Everton. But so they're going to be up for it. I think Eddie Howe is under huge pressure. I don't think it's his fault. Me personally, Newcastle have been the people who own it now don't even give a damn about it anymore. Genuinely, they got him the wrong director of football. Then they sacked the director of football. Then it had to be him and his brother apparently that were buying players, and then all these players rejected them. Gyökeres rejected them. Ekitike rejected them. Sesko rejected them. They were rejected. Everybody rejected, and then obviously. Isaac did what he did. So they had a very destructive way to the season, and they bought in players maybe a bit late. And some of the players like, what's his name? The youngster from United, Elanga, he's not hit it off. He's felt the pressure. He went to them. Wizza is not been playing regularly. Walter Mada now, they put him in midfield. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game in terms of, we'll get the lineup in a minute. But tactically, it's going to be a very interesting game.
Yeah.
I
Talking
think
about
Bruno Guimaraes is a big player for them. They usually put, their big thing was the classic 4-3-3, and the big thing about their physicality in midfield. But I don't think they can do the physicality the way they wanted to do it. And I think the injuries have hit them, where it was Tonali, Joe Linton, and Bruno Guimaraes. Those three were some of the three most physical midfielders in the Premier League, and they would grind and high tempo kind of games. But the thing about them is that they win plenty of fouls. They thrive on second balls. They're still very, very physical. They do a lot of midfield duels. The transition is quite good. They're very good on the set pieces, to be fair, and corners. You know what I mean? So they score. They've got a good XG from corners. The big thing about defense is that they got Dan Burns not being on form at this moment in time. There's a massive concentration in lapses between Botman, who's come back from a long-term injury, and they have been exposed defensively.
Dan Burns used to be he's a makeshift centre back, right? He used to be at the left back. Well, the thing I'm looking at tomorrow, right, is I'm gonna be looking at Maguire closely because of the way he's going to handle Voltemada.
He might not play. I'll just tell you, if he starts, it'll be interesting. But he might not play
if he starts because Voltemada is not Barry, but Voltemada is good at holding the ball, and he's excellent at his back to goal. So,
but form whatsoever, and they played him in midfield. He's been playing as the number 8, 10 for them, and they've been using Gordon. They've been playing Gordon up front and Harvey Barnes on the left. Harvey Barnes is one of their best players. Gordon, who misses a lot of chances, but Harvey Barnes is one of their best players.
If you are starting, right,
very interesting. For me, tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. Like I said, very good on corners, very good on the physicality, very good in the midfield juice and the transitions. But they do lapse in defense. They have leaky defense, and they've been exposed lately. Sometimes they are very much out of shape. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Manchester United can capitalize on that. If we can play better on the transitions, if we can take our chances, and if we come out the blocks, and like Java said, I expect that whether we're doing a mid block, whether we're doing a high, there's definitely no gap between Manchester United. We have to move as a 10, as a unit, whether mid block, low block, or high press. We have to do that. We have to turn on that type of mentality that we had against Arsenal. I think that's what's needed tomorrow. I think we need to be patient with the ball. We cannot pass the ball like we did against Crystal Palace and Everton and West Ham. We're going to get beat. I promise you, especially if you watch the Crystal Palace game. That first half was absolutely dreadful. And people are going to come to Luwani. Can you please get involved, right? We're 4 subscribers away. 4 away from 14.8K, right? We're 200 subscribers away, 204 subscribers away for 15K. This channel has been shadow banned because we refuse, as you can see on Bombay, we are against the status quo. We are against the PDF files. We are against the Illuminati, the war machine, the Zio control of Western and all of the Western media. And by the way, please don't get it twisted. Zionists are not just Jewish people. A lot of Jewish people are not Zionists. There are Christian Zionists, Muslim Zionists, as you can see right now, and there's Christian Zionists in the world, and atheist Zionists. And Zionism as a political ideology is really, genuinely a atheistic kind of political project. But these people belong to these groups. They belong to these groups. And as you can see, what they've been doing to young girls and to young children. And now they want access to children in whether it's Lebanon, in Iraq, and in Iran. That's what they want. They want access to those children. That's what they have. So this is the Epstein war. This is the Epstein war. This is what this is, people. So subscribe. If you don't get abusive, we welcome all freedom of speech. If you disagree with us, no problem. You're more than welcome to disagree with us. But we refuse to be silenced. Everything is political, people. Everything is political. Don't let anyone tell you, football. No, bullshit. It's bullshit. They lie to you. And some of you are like sheep and bootlickers who take on that mantle. But get involved in the poll. The poll that we have right here now is that who should start? Who should start tomorrow? Is it Shaw or Maz? And Mazraoui 61%, Shaw 6%, Sesko over Ahmad, Sesko 25%, Ahmad 6%. I think tomorrow is going to be, maybe the fluid three will come back. Maybe we're not going to have majority of the ball, but whoever starts, I think Sesko for me has done enough for me to start. But maybe it's time for Cunha to come out of the team, or maybe it's time for Mbeumo to come out of the team, because Mbeumo for his performances have not warranted for him to start every game for me personally. And that's just me saying so. Ahmad, to be fair to him, he came out a bit. He was, in that cameo when he came on, he looked hungrier, he looked more direct, he looked like he was taking more shots. He's realizing that I don't want to be on the bench. So he has to be effective and not just coasting through games. So yeah, big up, love, light. But here we will never be silenced. Get this into your thick heads. You will have to ban us. You will have to shut this YouTube down for us not to tell the truth about what's going on in this world. So if you like that, if you want that type of honesty, you've come to the right channel. If you want the channel that interacts mostly with the fans, any United channel in this place other than Tactical Devils, then you've come to the right channel, right? Here, we're not asking for you to become a member. I'm not asking for you to do super chat. I'm asking for you to be truthful, authentic human being who says the wrong is the wrong, who will never cow. Me, Bombaye, Javas, Luan, we will never cow to intimidation. We will never cow to anything. We will always speak our mind. And you know what? We care and love humanity. We don't care what creed, color you are, what religion you are, what sexual orientation you are, what gender you are. Everybody's welcome. Humanity is one. But don't dehumanize us. We won't dehumanize you. And now Google and fucking YouTube have been dehumanizing this channel for a long time. So the least you can do is help us out. Big up to Saeed for the raid as always. Luani, go ahead.
Yes.
How are you going to see this game? I think this game is the 20 minutes. Can Manchester United survive the first 20 minutes? And who would you start? Oh, tell me who would you start, Ahmad or Sesko tomorrow? Or would you take out Mbeumo? Because for me, Mbeumo is not doing enough for me personally. It's not doing enough for me. I need more from Mbeumo.
I mean, I think a team like a high-tempo team like Newcastle, we need to enjoy some level of ball retention. So for me, I'll start Ahmad for that. The reason I'll start Ahmad is when I'm looking at the game from the eyes of Eddie Howe, I have Lewis Hall that's young enough. He's probably going to overlap, and Gordon will tuck in. So at that point, there will still be space behind Lewis Hall when he goes up for Ahmad to exploit. Then on the other side, we have he'll probably have Elanga who will hog the touchline. And their other fullback that's playing on their right-hand side, Trippier, is a bit too old. I don't think he have the lungs to go up and down again. So he's probably going to invert. So Ahmad has to start regardless of what we try. The issue with Sesko starting versus Mbeumo starting is that it depends on how Carrick wants to play. Carrick look like he will let the players express themselves versus opening up the game. We don't have width in this team. Last time I was watching the game, I keep saying who's going to overlap, who's our fullback who will overlap. Luke Shaw was not overlapping, and when Mazraoui came in, he was iffy. And on the other side, Dalot didn't put in a single good cross. So because we don't have width, I think the only way we can play this game is just trying to put some quality players. If we have to congest that final third, put some quality players in order to enjoy some ball retention and a little creativity. My other concern is also about Kobe Mino. I think he's a bit too shy. He's still playing at academic kind of mentality. He's keeping the game simple. That's good. But he needs to take a little bit more risk, because when the element of creativity rests upon Bruno alone, or Bruno, Mbeumo, and Cunha, is becoming more of a predictability. So Kobe need to step a little bit more forward and provide us with a little bit more creativity. That's my take for tomorrow.
Big up. Bombaye, what do you think? Where do you think the game is won, and what would you start tomorrow? Would you start Shaw, Masraoui, Cunha, Ahmad, or Sesko, or Mbermo? Who would you put on the bench and start Sesko? I think Sesko needs to start tomorrow. I think they're lapsing. Their defense has been quite poor up, lapsing. I think we need somebody to occupy them to centre backs. I really think that. I think we need to exploit them, and we need to put somebody who's on form, who's to take the game to them. Go ahead.
I mean, as Jarvis said, I'm not sure what he's going to do tomorrow. There are options, you see. If you play Sesko, you get something. If you play Mbuemo, you get something else. Both have their pros. Sesko certainly deserves to start. No argument that. The guy's been superb. He's becoming this season a little bit of a hero for us, to be honest, scoring big, important goals, getting big, important points. It's not a question of, I'm starting to really love him and I want him to do well. I'm starting to like this play. He deserves to start. But in the interest of the game, I know what you're saying about Mbuemo. He is getting goals and stuff like that, but he's not. His work, Dino, he's industrious, meaning that he's applying himself, but the quality of the work is not quite there. That's what I'd say about Brian Mbuemo for me. But nonetheless, I would keep it. And I would definitely start Ahmad because I agree with Luwani. Ahmad is good at doubling up, man. If he's, if Carrick says to him, right, you're going to run at him, do what you do, but I want you to give me the other side of the game today. We shut Lewis Hall down, we take away a lot from them. And Trippier, like Luwani said, is 35 now, I think. He's not going to be bombing up and down for 90 minutes. He's going to invert.
Not even that, Bombaye.
Yeah.
Not even that. Tomorrow they could have a front three of Gordon in the middle, Harvey Barnes on the left, and Murphy on the right, and that is pace.
Right.
That is transitional FC.
100%. So that's where we're talking about. Right. Compact. Mid-block compact. No, it's not interested too much in you playing glamorous football tomorrow, but don't let the game get away from you. All three of those guys are very tenacious guys that cover ground quickly, as you say. So, you know what I mean? No high line madness. Stay compact, recycle the ball, keep the possession well, get a feel of the game, control the tempo of the game. Cobbs, do your thing. I do agree a little bit with you, Luwani. Cobbs is very important in the sense that he will give you rhythm. He keeps it simple. He keeps it ticking. His game is pretty simple. Pass, find space, receive. Pass, find space, receive. I don't underestimate that quality to do that constantly and how it impacts the overall performance of the team. But I do want to see Cobbs start to develop as a player. No doubts about that. I agree with you. Yeah, sure. To take some of the mantle away from Bruno. If Bruno's been shut down, Cobbs, can you string those balls together? Can you take the risk? And I did have a look at Cobbs a couple of games back where he was one of the guilty parties. Like, man, where was the risk against West Ham? Take those passes. They were there, but you played it safe. And it wasn't just him, but he was part of it.
Yeah.
So for me, if that's the front three, that is scary, bro. That is pace. So compact, hard work. See, what Mbuemo gives you as well is what Sesko can't. Mbuemo works. He gets back. Do you know what I mean? He's a willing runner. He's got a good stamina. So the fact that this is our second game in 3-4 days, he's a guy that can handle that. And Sesko he's doing well, man. He's coming on and he's making a difference. So this is a big, big game. This is huge. I don't miss Michael Carrick, forgive me, the players, forgive me, but we are again in a position to really capitalize because either Villa or Chelsea are dropping points tomorrow. And if we win, now you can start to breathe a little bit easier and the pressure is no longer on us. Now the pressure's on them not to lose. We've got a cushion. So Ahmad for me, Dino, tomorrow, bro, and Mbuemo, Sesko on the bench. In terms of Mazraoui, Dalot, I don't know. I'd go with Diogo, bro. I'd go with Diogo. I'd go with Diogo. I know he wasn't good at Palace. He got a lot of shit, but he does make some good runs. in behind. And you don't, a lot of the times he finds himself in good space and he can give a little step over, get ahead, get the ball in. But I think if Ahmad plays, it will help him as opposed to Ahmad not playing tomorrow. So that's all I've got for you there, man.
Yeah. Jarvis, you think that we should keep it tight, put Sesko on the bench to come on from the game to be effective? You think keeping it tight? But I don't think Cunha is defensively as good in the beginning of the games than he is in the end of the game, especially if Manchester United are leading. I think he's fantastic when we're winning and we need to, drown out the game. You know what I mean? He's good at taking the ball, buying free kicks. He's very clever at that. Big time on the shithousery of doing that, of trying to, see a result of. But I think he lapses. The big thing, what I noticed against Crystal Palace, there was not enough width. He wasn't holding the line. And in my head, I'm like, maybe Sesko should play and Ahmad should go to the right.
Yeah. But, I've seen this Man United team play against Eddie Howe so many times. And okay, let's break it down. Eddie Howe, he plays a 4-3-3. So up against a 4-2-3-1, you will always get a numerical overload in the midfield. We've seen this every time we meet Newcastle. Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, and Joe Linton, always dominating the central area. So we can solve it quite easily, but then we have to drop Bruno into the midfield. So effectively, we also go into a 4-3-3. And I'm not quite sure if that's the right thing to do. I would rather us playing with Mbumo. Maybe I think he will contribute much more defensively and pick up Tonali, because I think Tonali will be the extra man. They will set up triangles, playing 1-2s centrally against our double pivot. Another thing that we've seen against Newcastle a lot of the time is how they press. They press with a narrow 5 and try to force us out wide and set traps, because they almost pin us down with their wingers. So when they move their press play on to one side, then they strike up against our deep fullback. So again, I think tomorrow, I hope Carrick is up for it tactically. I think we need to drop Casemiro in between the centre backs and push the centre backs wide and push our wing backs or fullbacks higher. I think that will be the antidote to this Eddie Howe press play that we've seen so many times. So again, there are things we can do. I like what I see if Trippier plays. I think Cunha will have a field day up against Trippier. I think he will be much quicker than him, better on the ball. So I think that's half the game. If Cunha can win that battle, I think he will dominate Trippier. On the other side, defensively, that's also why I'm okay with dropping Sesko, because I would see Ahmad on the right, because I think Ahmad defensively has grown this season. After he played wing back under Amorim, I think he learned a lot, and I think he's a good defender. He's very good 1-against-1 on the wide areas. So then we have the setup, Ahmad against Lewis Hall and also Gordon up against Dalot. So I think we will be fine. They won't be able to overload us and attack down their left-hand side. So there are so many things that can happen in tomorrow's game. But for me, I would like us to be more cautious, play with the mid-block, play strong. Don't let us get overloaded centrally. Don't let us get trapped by their press play and just win the game. I think we can actually do it, but don't play it into Newcastle's hands. Eddie Howe, he has one game plan. He's done it many times. You lost the game 4-1 last season, and the year before we lost 1-0. So it's never been easy going away against Newcastle on St. James's Park. So, but the selection, I think the selection needs to be right. He needs to find the right combination of players and have the right game plan for me. So, yeah.
Jarvis,
Yep.
the Cunha I like the fact that you brought us
Just
the
one
duel
second.
between.
Just 1 second, Lomani. 1 second. This is the possible midfield they can play tomorrow. Ramsey's been ill, so most likely Joe Linton. That's still Ramsey works really hard. He's not Joe Linton. He's not Bruno Guimaraes, but he's got the physicality. They're going to try to win, and that's how they play, really. There is not one of them who drops in. They all play in a line, like he said, like Java said, and they will, do this. What Palace did to us, Palace had a 4-box midfield. They had Kamada and Wharton. Then they had what's the name, Sarr, and I don't know who the other guy was. Who was the other guy? They had Sarr and somebody else. Who did
The guy they
midfield.
bought from Spurs. What's his name? The guy who scored.
Johnson.
Yeah,
Brandon
Brandon Johnson. Yeah.
So even though he wasn't effective, Sarr was the one who was picking up the ball and getting me on the other side here in these spaces of Mainu and Casemiro. And I thought both positionally in the first half, they were positionally poor. I saw what I saw again, what Amorim was doing. Aspect of the game, the players in that first half reverted to type, the Amorim type of lackadaisical in possession and positionally all over the place. So they play this 3 in a straight. This is what Ben loves, really. This is Ben's favorite formation. They play 3 in a line. There's no holding. They just battle for every ball. They get back in position. So tomorrow, I do think Bruno maybe has to slightly come back, but I think Ahmad, for me, I would not play Cunha tomorrow. I would play Ahmad, and I would start Ahmad tomorrow for me, or Mbeumo would have to get out of the team, and we'll have to fight. But Mbeumo, to be fair, the reason why I would rather keep Mbeumo on the pitch, because Mbeumo actually tracks back. Cunha, unless we're winning, he doesn't do the defensive work. But there cannot be any spaces tomorrow. And the biggest thing for me is the physicality, the intensity, and the aggression has to be at minimum. We have to match them. We have to match the level of aggressiveness, the level of hunger, and the level of desire of Newcastle. If we don't, we're not going to win this game. I promise you about that. If you don't match the intensity, the aggression, right, and the tight-knittedness, if we don't match that, we can get exposed. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. Everton. They couldn't do it. Crystal Palace, because they had 10 men for the 60-something minute or whatever, 50-something minutes onwards. So United need to do it. I think tomorrow, vital we get the first goal, because we can hit them on the counter with our players. But go ahead, Luani.
Yeah, the issue with me with starting Sesko tomorrow is that we don't necessarily play to the strength of Sesko, because we don't play with any width. In the last game, the only cross I remember is the one that Bruno early on put on his head, and he scored with that. If we were to play with Sesko, we need to play with overlapping fullbacks. So I don't see Dalot doing that. I don't see Luke Shaw doing that. It's a good thing that Jarvis brought up the duel between Cunha and Trippier. Yes, we could get a change out of Trippier, but the issue with Cunha is that when he gets his ball and he tends to carry it back in traffic in the midfield, you can collapse a defense like that. That's fine. But when you bring that ball back into traffic, you need to know how to release it, because you're already dragging your fullback out of position. You need to release it back to your DM so he can play it into space for your fullback that's overlapping, so the fullback can cross the ball in for your striker. But Cunha doesn't do that. He brings the ball into traffic, and then he tried to move the ball forward between 2 or 4 people. So that's the issue I have with him. If he can be talked out of doing that and corrected, maybe, but everything is going to be instructional. That's the balance that Carrick have to find, because Carrick have a tendency of relying on experienced players and the quality of the players to break the other team down, rather than tactical pattern in terms of collapsing defense, overlapping fullbacks and all, or underlapping, all of that. So tomorrow, Eddie Howe, we will be playing Eddie Howe's game, because tactically he will give the balance to his team. They will attack us in different manners. They will be physical. They will press us. Given the fact that we're very ponderous on the ball, I see Kobe Mino move the ball a little slowly. I don't know if we'll be able to move that ball through their press. Also, if they have the ball, they have the ability to move that ball fast to our line. Now, when you're saying that we have to be compact tomorrow, do you mean that we have to be narrow, compact, or we have to be in like a 4-4-2, try to block their wing at the same time? Or do you want us to be like narrow, a little bit more narrow?
Are you asking me?
Yes, the whole panel actually.
Well, for me, playing compact is just about closing down space. You don't want any space centrally. I don't want Tonali to dictate the game with his passing. I would force him to play. I would force him to play wide, sideways or backwards. Don't give him any openings. But I'm a little bit worried because the setup. As I said, I don't like a midfield three against our double pivot. It means one thing, and it means that Bruno have to drop down. And when you think of it, if you're going to start Sesko, your striker will get isolated because the distance between our number 10, who is Bruno, who is dropping down in the midfield, and Sesko will be big. So he will be isolated all the time. So if the game plan is dropping Bruno, no way you're starting Sesko, because that will be just hanging Sesko out to dry, because he will have no service. Because when we win the ball, we will have Bruno, we will have Menu, we will have Casemiro with close proximity. So the progression going forward will be slower. We don't have the link up with Bruno in the 10. So let's say Menu has the ball, give it to Bruno, give it to Sesko. We don't have that because we will be deeper, we will be more stretched, and will take more time for us to transition or get into attack. So again, I'm not quite sure how we are going to solve it. Are we going to just rely on Menu and Casemiro being able to take out the midfield and win the midfield battle, being one less, or should the wingers be more compact and we play with the midfield 4 compact? That will probably be the best solution, and still having Bruno in the 10, so Sesko will have more help, and we will always have Bruno as the outlet. When we win the ball, give it to Bruno, then we start our transition. So it's all about timing, and for me, there's so many elements into this. But we all see Bruno in the 8 in the Amorim system, and I don't think it is his strongest position. I would keep Bruno in the 10, and that's why I would start Mbeumo, because all the defensive work won't be, there will be 2 guys up and down, not just Bruno up and down and Sesko by himself on top.
The compactness that I'm worried about, if we play in a 4-4-2, right? There's so much space you can cover because you have to shuffle it from left to right every time they move the ball. Now, Newcastle can move the ball fast, especially that they have Lewis Hall that can overlap. They can move the ball fast. So, but our DMs are not mobile enough. Kobe Mino and Casemiro are not mobile enough to be able to shuffle from left to right as far as that ball move. And I know Michael Carrick is not going to play in the back 5 to lock the wings. So how compact are we going to be? Are we going to play like a 4-4-2 wide? And at that point, there will be space in the middle. And we will have issue if, what's his name? If Anthony Gordon or the other guy drop into behind that first line of our defense to collect the ball. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Harvey Barnes, that's the way. Harvey Barnes and Gordon, if they drop behind that in front of our back 4 to collect the ball, it's going to be havoc because they're very dynamic. So if you mean compact, how can Kobe Mino and Casemiro pick up those 2 if we play in the 4-4-2?
Yeah.
It's that we
This
can't
is-
play a 4-4-2. We can't. We
Damn.
shouldn't play 4-4-2. We have to play a bit more in terms of containing them, not giving them space to be able to run down, not losing the ball. And the other big thing somebody just said there, Cunha takes risks with the ball with the running skills. I think if he stays on the touchline, I don't mind that because he's very good at going down the touchline, going out on the outside and coming out on the inside.
100%.
He's very, very good at it. But I think Manchester United, without the ball, have to be super compact tomorrow.
Yep.
And
Yeah, but
everything-
Noradin, how do you see the trade-off? How will the trade-off be from Carrick against a midfield three? How do you think
I
he
do
will solve?
think genuinely. Well, when we did, it's like Arsenal play it differently, and City play it differently. But what we saw was that the two wide players tucked in a little bit more. Bruno tucked in a little bit more, so there was no gap. There was protection with the back four, Kobe, and then the three in front.
Yeah.
So
If
it
you
was
have
only
too hard
maybe the
working, you will
striker
always
in
block the
Burmo.
passing lane. So you won't never you will never get the
Exactly.
ball into the midfield three. That will probably be you have Mbumo, you have Bruno blocking all the passing lanes, forcing them to go
Yes.
wide. Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
yeah, so that's what we have to do. I think we have to shift them. Big up
Mm.
Ben. Ben, this is your favorite formation, regardless whatever it is. Eddie Howe will always play three, and I think Tonali, Joe Linton, and Ramsey could cause us problems tomorrow in a three. But talk to me, Ben. Tell us about your game tonight. You scored 2 goals. You're man of the match.
Hey,
Our resident Dennis Irwin, man. Big up Ben.
Dennis
First,
Irving.
Dennis Irwin. Oh, yeah. First things first. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to the chat, man. So once again, solidarity and love to the people of Iran, and solidarity and love to the families that lost their children in that horrible missile attack. May all of the children that passed away rest in internal peace. And yeah, free the world, man. Free everyone that's oppressed, bro. It's fucking dark times, man. But yeah, look, tonight is a good day, bro. Good fucking day. I got to witness Wolverhampton beat the Ice Scousers.
Go on,
And
big
then
up the Wolves.
now- and then big up Wolves, and then your boy gets the winning goal at the end. So yeah, man. We won 3-2 tonight.
From a fullback. From a fullback, you got the winner.
Wing back.
Dennis Irwin.
Wing back.
Dennis Irwin ain't got shit
yeah.
on you, boy.
Well, maybe
told
we
the
shouldn't be
Chris
talking about Mazraoui. Maybe we should slot Ben in there instead of Diogo.
I'll tell you this much.
I'll
Ben's
tell
got
you-
more energy than Luke Shaw.
I'll tell you.
Promise you that.
I'll tell you what, though. Big up. Yeah, look. I think tonight was it was tough. It was very, very tough. I was up against a winger who he's been talked about a lot in our league. He's ridiculous. Every fullback has struggled against him this season. Even I was struggling at the start against him. It was kind of hard to keep track of him and stuff. Like sometimes he was going inside, sometimes he was going the outside. Like it was kind of hard at times. But I think what my coach pulled over to me and said, "Look, Ben, I think you just got to be a wee bit more aggressive." So I took the coach's words and I started gaining a wee bit of confidence. And yes, obviously he got me a few times, but I just basically just locked that position down and just obviously kept that defense obviously in shape, obviously with the three in the defense. So look, it's not really a thing. Obviously, when right wing backs score 2 goals, man. I scored one with a set piece. It was a header from myself, and then the other one was literally people would say it was luck, but I mean, some people were saying it was a deflection. Now, to be fair, I went over to the opponent and I said, "Did that actually come off your hip?" And he says, "No, I didn't feel it." So I took it and I claimed the goal. So look, it was a good wee finish, to be fair. It was on the half volley, and the other goal was a header, and also I got an assist as well from the corner. Was the first goal we scored. I'm taking
Gonna
corners
put you
right
in
now.
my
So
fantasy dream team,
The half volleys are so
half
sweet
volley.
when you
They
catch
are,
them.
bro. They
Woo!
are. But I was already
I tell you,
on.
You was good at slamming them, Bombaye. Amazing technique.
Oh.
Used to have amazing technique.
But I gotta.
I don't play with him anymore, but football. So, but
Yeah.
he used to have a really good
They
technique.
got
He used to
Bombay, eh?
control the hard volleys when he bounced. Ball used to
Wow.
get in
Class. But nah, what do you call it? What's funny like is I've got a booking. To be fair, I got cooked from that winger on like the 75th, 77th minute. To be fair, I was getting a wee bit tired because I'm only just back from injury. So I took a yellow card for the team, and the last minute when literally was the last play of the game, your boy scores a header, and I got sent off. I got the second yellow because anyone would say why do it. We were at the away. We were at we were away. We weren't home. I just sprinted down, and there was people watching the crowd. Took my shirt off and just did that.
Ryan Giggs.
So the referee came over to me and said, "Yellow card, red." So double booking. So look, I couldn't care if I got a red or a second booking, man, because we won the game. I do miss one game, which is a cup tie, and the cup tie is realistically an easy opponent. We should be able to win that game. But look, at the end of the day, people can say I was a bit stupid for going too crazy, but I've just scored the winning goal, and the fact that it's at the away end as well, and I've scored 2 goals as well and assist, man. Like, it's good, man. It's good. The worst part about it is I couldn't drink. I couldn't bloody drink because I'm on Lent. So the missus said, "Don't you fucking dare drink."
Yeah, but that's why you probably got 2 goals and an assist. You're off the sauce.
But yeah, man. Look, I'm fucking buzzing tonight. I'm absolutely knackered. I'll be honest with you. Like, when it came to the 80th minute, I was so tired, man. I was really, really, really tired, man. But I'm big up to my coach for keeping me on, man, because there was one stage where he was thinking of subbing me off for someone else because I'm still really not match fitness yet or match sharp yet. But he just said, "Look, I think you need a full night, play a full 90 here just to help you and boost your confidence again." So, look, I'm delighted, man. Man of the match award, and to all to all the home crowd that was there, they can hold that. And yeah, that's all I can really say. And hold that, Scousers, as well, by the way. So it's a good night, man. Good night.
Was that yellow card a dark yellow? No, well, that's what you're famous for. That's what we've seen last time.
That's it. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, that was. I'll be honest with you. Like, I mean, I've played so many games each, like so many divisions. I'll say this one thing right now. That was one of the hardest wingers I've ever came up against, man, in my career, and I actually was getting a wee bit too stressed at myself. I was like I was getting really annoyed about myself, like because he just kept doing me all the time. Like yesterday, nutmegged me a few times, and it was just getting to me. But when I let things get to me, I just take a wee minute and just say to myself, "Look here, it's still 0-0. Nothing's happened. You're not doing anything bad. Like everyone gets nutmegged every time. Like so, it's just football, man. So." Yeah, so big up everyone, big up Free Palestine, and solidarity to the people of Iran. And yeah.
Big up, Ben.
Big up, Ben.
Looking forward to the game tomorrow, man. And I think it's gonna be a crucial game after seeing the Liverpool result. To me personally, I think it's gonna be a 6-pointer. I'm really looking forward to seeing tomorrow because everyone knows that Enrique and Eddie Howe is my 2 choices for Man United's next coach. I just love the way how Eddie Howe utilizes the fullbacks and the 3 in the midfield. I really couldn't give a toss about the 3 in the attack because the 3 in the attack normally play how our 3 play in terms of Mbumo, Cunha, and Sesko. And what they tend to do is they tend to play really, really narrow in between each other off the ball and sometimes on the ball too. So look, I think the most threat we have tomorrow is not realistically the attack. It's the fullbacks and it's the 3 in the midfield. If you can lock down Lewis Hall and lock down I'm surprised Trippier's on this because the other fella, what do you call him, Livermento, he might start tomorrow as well. So look, whoever plays tomorrow, obviously with the fullbacks, They're going to be very, very important. Obviously, I don't think Shaw. This is not the game for Shaw at all. I think Shaw would get absolutely murdered by freaking Livermento and Jacob Murphy. But and I do worry about Dalot with Lewis Hall, man, because he is absolutely quality fullback. But I think we got to go and win this game tomorrow, man. I think we just need to silence the crowd. The first 10 or 20 minutes of the game, obviously, we know what the Toons are like, the Toon Army, and it's always been a very, very difficult place to go to. One of my mates, he's from Newcastle, and I said, "Look, have you given up on Eddie Howe?" And he says, "No. I'll be honest with you, Ben. I haven't given up on Eddie Howe." And I said, "Why?" He says, "Like you're not really doing too well in the Premier League." He says, because the board have let him down, and also, like, you know, they've already seen so much from Eddie Howe, like they can actually hold on. Like there's something to hold on there. They actually think that some of the results, you know, they've been very unlucky with the results because the performance, you know, has been shown, but they just haven't got over the line, and some of the quality of the players, especially in the attack, like aren't really consistent enough. Like, you know, they're just not taking their chances well. Like, and I mean, Tonali's a player I love in this Newcastle team, and Lewis Hall. I take them I take them to any day of the week for Man United. But I think it's definitely a 6-pointer game tomorrow, man. I think we got to win tomorrow. Have to win.
Do you guys think Tonali is better than Cole Palmer? Who would you rather have?
They're two different
Cole
positions,
Palmer.
though. Tonali for me.
Tonali's the number 8. Cole Palmer is more of a number 12 Mbaye. But the big thing for me about tomorrow is the midfield. It's the midfield war.
Yes, I agree.
And they've got 3, or we've already explained it. But I think the first 20 minutes is going to be very interesting because if Manchester United, Newcastle will come out with a high line, with tempo, with aggression. If Manchester United don't stay compact early and we don't avoid the turnovers, losing the ball. But I think once Newcastle's press will fade, we would get more joy out of the game, so we need to do that. And the crowd are going to be up for it because they got beaten the weekend by the Scousers, Everton. So they're going to be up for it. Obviously, the set pieces, aerial duels are going to be very, very important with Dan Burn, and that's how they play. Trippier can put in a proper football. Trippier is a fantastic free kick taker, any corners or free kicks. So Manchester United need to avoid giving any free kicks, any side where either is on Murphy's side, or the other winger side. I always forget Harvey Barnes' side.
Harvey Barnes.
We need to be careful. We need to be honest. And the transition game. So whoever manages those things, to me, it's about the midfield battle. It's the press control. It's the set pieces, aerials, and it's about the transitions. Whoever controls those, and I think we need to go 1-0 up for us to win this game. That's the key. The midfield, the battle has always been the key. Lately, we've not been that great whatsoever. And I'm expecting Manchester United to come out and put a better performance in tomorrow. Because one thing you cannot do, you cannot be lackadaisical like you were against Everton, like you were against West Ham, like you were at Crystal Palace in the first half, and go there and think you can win things. I think this puts us in I don't think any United fans expected Wolverhampton, who are stuck on the bottom of the league, to beat Liverpool tonight. They've done that. Can we go 6 points clear? Can Manchester United take advantage of what happened to Liverpool tonight? Ben, sorry, Sean.
The answer? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I've been in and out of work calls, and I do have another one in a few minutes. But I just wanted to come and share my optimism about the game tomorrow.
We're still winning the league, Sean, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, all we can do is win our games. And I told you guys already, we're not dropping more than the points that we dropped against West Ham. It's an unbeaten run to the end of the season. And if Arsenal know what's good for them, they should do the same. Otherwise, we're coming for that title. But as far as the game tomorrow is concerned, right, I would like us to win. I expect us to win. The only thing that I want to disclaim is that I am okay. I'm fully prepared for the win to not be pretty. I'm fully prepared for us to need maybe some luck, right, or some bad refereeing for the game to go our way. And I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with tomorrow's performance not being a stellar 10/10, tiki-taka, playing out of the back correctly, starting with the right attitude. All of that, I think, is good and nice to have. but not a decisive factor. I think for the win tomorrow. I think we have a lot of quality in the team. I think also Newcastle are a very good team, so I expect them to cause us trouble, right? Like this idea that like the only way for Carrick to demonstrate his prowess is to dominate, utterly dominate from start to finish an opposing team. I just think it's setting him up for failure because that's a standard he can never achieve. And
Nobody
so
on this panel has ever said that. That's a straw man argument, Sean. Nobody on this panel has ever
yeah,
suggested
yeah,
anything.
Nuruddin, you should be
Nobody has
familiar
said
with
that.
you should be familiar with
Nobody has
such
said
strawman arguments, right? So just take
Nobody
it.
has said that.
If you can
Nobody
just
has said
take it
that
to
Carrick needs to.
um,
Nobody has said Carrick needs to dominate games. We've
No.
stressed and said Michael Carrick has to have in-game management. And on the weekend, he did. He changed it at halftime. He came out at halftime. The players came back with a bit more energy because the first half was drab. But come on, carry on.
okay. Yeah, no. So just permit me some embellishments, right? Since we're not in the court of law, and it's common practice to sometimes erect strawmen so you can knock them down. So from my perspective, I think it's okay if we struggle a bit tomorrow. In fact, I expect us to have a very difficult game. I expect us to need to defend for parts of the game. I feel confident that that Lamens is okay. I think the one maybe slight bit of concern that I have for the game is I think we lose something in terms of our pressing if Ahmad isn't playing. So I would like to see Ahmad play. And we need to have some fire from the bench. So I think it might be good to bring Cunha from the bench. Although I don't know what that means for Mbeumo playing on the left. And I like the look of Joshua Zirkzee. I think the few times that he has come on, he looks sharp, he looks hungry. So looking forward to seeing him play as well. But yeah, the game against Newcastle, I think it's going to be difficult. I think that we have enough quality, like with the mix of quality and luck. I think we're able to get 3 points. And for me, I want to say it now: 3 points is all that matters for tomorrow's game.
I'm not going to tell you it's too long, people. People smash the likes. Big up to Jamie Wayne. Good night, fella. Big up to everybody. Listen, I'll go around quickly and we'll ask for scores. There's not much to say. I need to go and drink some water, eat some food, and go to bed. It's Ramadan, people. Ramadan. The energy's not the same, so let's do it. Go ahead, Jarvis. What do you think the score's going to be? Get your score predictions in, people. And smash the like. And also getting involved in the poll. Can Manchester United take advantage of Liverpool loss today? That would give us 6 points ahead of them going into the Villa game. Go ahead.
Well, for me, I think it will be a game that will be won by transitions. I've been thinking long and hard on how to solve this midfield battle. You talk about the numerical game, but if we start with Bruno and Mbeumo in the nines or the tens, I would actually call it the tens, because we know in the 4-3-3 the two number 8s, Joe Linton and the other guy, they will press high, so there will be space in behind them. And Tonali is the 6; he can't cover both sides. So if we have 2 10s, there will always be an option ready behind their number 8s in transition. I feel that will be a crucial part for us to exploit. And if we then can bomb on with our wingers, let's say Cunha and Ahmad, finding those dropping number 10s and behind the 8s, and then play the wingers, then we can go into transition, and I think we can score a lot of goals. But it will cost us a lot. We have to put in the effort. We have to work hard. We have to be smart. We have to be aggressive all the time when we have the chance, win the ball, and we have to play quickly. We can't dilly-dally too much on the ball, and this is why I don't like the Sesko Bruno thing. As I said, this is the third time I'm talking about this, and I can't say it enough, because I feel like 99.9% of all the pundits and all the Man United fan at the moment says that Sesko is the guy. He needs to start tomorrow. I've been saying Sesko needs to start in the last 2 games, but not this one. Not this one. It's a different game, and you have to set up your team against the team you're playing and figure out the game plan how to beat them. And I think the space behind their two high number 8s is one of the key elements of the game. So I think we will win the game. For me, I predict we will win the game 2-1, and all the goals will be on transition. So that's my prediction. And the goal scorers will be, okay, let's say Mbumo and Bruno, coming on deep runs after winning the balls, starting the transition, and then ending it with deep runs.
Lissandro Martinez. Yeah, there's a bit of news coming out. Big up, Jarvis. Lissandro Martinez will not be playing tomorrow. Any part in the game. But Shaw and Maguire late fitness test apparently. Asked about his position, Carrick, just before we finish. In the summer about recruiting a left winger, he says, it's something I look at. I think Matheus Cunha can play in that position. Ahmad can do it too. We have got options in the front line. Asked about if he keeps winning, what's going to happen to him for the Manchester United job. I think the club is already briefing. Those of you who not seen the video, please go and check out the live that I did about Carrick. Please, if you've not checked it out, check it out. I broke it down, the pros and cons, and what he's made, the changes that he's made, better or worse, at Carrington as well. But Carrick asked whether he accepted there was a greater chance a permanent role will be offered if the team continues with successful deaths. And then he says, there are not really an awful lot I can say about that, to be honest. I love being here. I love doing what I'm doing. I've said it from the start. I'm making any decisions. I'm not making any decisions in the short term or quick fixes. I think it's the responsibility, however long I'm here, to make decisions that are best for the football club in the long term. Of course, winning games helps, and the boys are doing great with that. We just have to see where we end up. So, yeah, that's the second part of this presser that came out tonight. Big up to every one of you. Go ahead, Bumbai. Go ahead, Luwani.
Let me just say quickly before I drop off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, just real quick before I drop off. Scoreline. I mean, I think somebody is due a trashing, and I hope it's Newcastle that gets it. I think one of these teams we're playing against, somebody's due just a reminder that United are the biggest boys in town. And back in the day, we used to deal with people like Newcastle, as a matter of routine. So I hope tomorrow is that game where we give them a
I just
good
want to
3.
remind you, Sean, we've not won there in the last 3 years.
Yeah, ask Crystal Palace, right? All things are passed away. All this, we've not won there in the last, we've not won there. All that is done and dusted now. This is the new Carrick regime. Everybody's collecting smoke, basically. And so with Newcastle. So right. I'm gonna go big. I want to go for 3 goals unreplied, 3-0. Big up, guys.
Big up.
So, big up.
So,
big up, Sean.
Yeah. As for me, the game for tomorrow, I'm afraid to say that I have the feeling that we're not going to win tomorrow. But as a good fan, I will just predict the draw. But I have the feeling that we will lose that game 2-0. Just because Newcastle is a functional team and they have all the ingredients necessary to expose us. That 4-3-3 that they play will suffocate our midfield. They are a bit too dynamic, especially if they drop Gordon and Harvey Barnes. You add to the fact that Tonali, Jacob Ramsey, and Joe Linton in that midfield, that would be a little too much for us as a physical battle against Kobe Mino, Mbomo, and Cunha and Bruno. I don't think we can handle that. And I also think the fact that they are very, yes, they lose Bruno Guimaraes, so that makes them a bit more reliant on creativity through the middle. But they can break us down because their fullback are competent enough to overlap. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that Maguire will start, that for sure. And I'm worried about the fact that will not allow us to be able to move the ball, to move our block forward. So look, I'm not wishing it for it, but tomorrow could be the day where he get exposed. Now, I'm a bit sorry. I have a little bit of a brain freeze. But tomorrow, if we have our front third, I don't understand sometimes why Carrick doesn't take the risk of playing Xerxes, because I think Xerxes is the only striker that can get the best balance when you play Mbomo and Cunha, because both of those play more as an inside striker instead of playing as traditional wingers. So that would be nice if Carrick can change it up a little bit and play Xerxes. I know he's not going to do that. He's probably going to go to his original 11, start with Mbomo at the front and Ahmad on the right. But the point that Jarvis bring up is spot on. The only way I think we can contain them tomorrow if we do a low block and if we hit them in transition. Low block because they don't have Bruno Guimaraes to be able to break us down. And if we can low block them, we'll be able to block the wings, and we should be able to hit them on the break. That's the only way we win that game. If we give them space, they will just suffocate us.
Yeah, big up. Go ahead, Bombay, and then we'll give Ben the last word of the show.
Do you know, I'm going to go with Nick Nash, Mr. Nick Nash today. I'm going to go, Ahmad has to start. I'm feeling 3-1. I think we'll be 2-1, and then they'll get a little bit desperate, and then boom, game over. That's what I'm feeling tomorrow. I think Bruno's going to have something to say tomorrow. I just got a feeling.
Okay,
Could be
I hope you're right.
completely full of shit here, but that's what we're going with.
You said it. I didn't say a word. All right, go ahead, Ben. That's word from the show for you.
Yes, big up for having me on. Once again, solidarity and love to the people of Iran, and solidarity love to the people of Lebanon as well. Free Palestine. Fuck the Zionists out there. Fuck Donald Trump and fuck Netanyahu. And yeah, man. I'm gonna go. I think Luwani was spot on there. Everything that Luwani said, I agree. I also do agree with Jarvis that I don't think Sesko should be starting this game tomorrow. I think this is more an Mbumo type game, like for a false nine. Just see how, obviously they're going to be physical tomorrow. If Newcastle are a very physical team, so we need to see what approach they take tomorrow. So and then if we are going to be under threat, obviously if we're 1-0 down or whatever, we can bring Sesko on and see how you can do. But like I said, I think all eyes on Tonali, Lewis Hall, obviously the other two midfielders and Livramento or Trippier tomorrow. Them players are key for Newcastle to take advantage. I think I even give a big shout out to Xerxes. I think Xerxes should actually be considered starting tomorrow. Let's not forget about this, people. Xerxes was probably the best player on the pitch under Amorim before he got injured on that game. He was just all over the show, and he was causing Newcastle so much problems. But I can definitely see a draw or a loss coming this way. I just see this place, St James's Park. It's one of the, honestly, it's like Anfield. We just never get a result at all there, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go with a 1-1. But worst case scenario, I think Newcastle.
Ooh.
I know. I do think that. I just think Newcastle. I don't know, man. I just think they've got. It's not like I don't think.
Ben, why ruin a beautiful day with
I know,
a bullshit
man.
1-0? Come on,
I know, man. I know.
You killed
I'm
it. 2
trying,
goals
mate.
and
Just
assist.
being realistic.
A Ryan Giggs hairy shirt celebration and a red card, man. What more is there?
Fucking 5-0 United.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, but
I'll
yeah.
give mine. I think
Yeah,
it could be
big up
1-1.
everyone.
My head says
Big
it
up,
could be
Ben.
1-1. My
Ramadan
heart says
Mubarak.
2-1 United, and I hope that United can snatch it. I hope United can win tomorrow.
Same,
I
bro.
really want to put that run they've got on us for 3 times they beat us. I hope we can put that to an end tomorrow, and Manchester United can get the win.
Big up
to everybody.
Yeah.
Make sure
Big up to the Green Brigade as well, by the way. Big up to the
absolutely,
Green Wall.
man.
We
we are
drew
still one person.
at the end, bro. We drew at the end. Drew the end of Rangers.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
Rangers.
Big
man.
up. Yo, yeah, you know what? But at least you fought back and got the 2. Big up to
Yeah,
Celtic.
man.
Big
I
up
know,
the
man.
Team
I
Brigade.
know.
Some of the most
Always,
incredible fans in world football. for me. Big
Palestine
up the
flags.
team.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Love and light
Big
to
up.
them all. People, make sure you check out Tactical Devils channel. Stu and Jarvis did a quick 50 minutes a preview, so make sure you check that out before tomorrow night's game. I think my heart says 1-1, my head says 2-1 United, so I hope that they can do it.
Wow.
We'll be live straight after the game tomorrow for the match reaction. Straight after the game, we'll be live. We'll be trying to see what's going on, and let's hope I'm not singing back to life, back to reality. I hope I'm singing. I hope I'll be getting carried away like the rest of you. Peace, love, and light. Free fucking Palestine, Lebanon,
Come on, man.
Syria, Iraq, Iran,
Come on.
solidarity with Iran, and all the people resisting the militarism and the PDF files. This is the Epstein War. I repeat, the
Facts.
Epstein War. They want access to Iranian, Lebanese, Yemenis, Iraqi, Syrian children. That's what these vultures want. These demonic monsters. That's what they want. Imperialism, colonization, and the industrial military evil complex. Solidarity and love with the people resisting all over the world, whether it's the Sami
The
people
children
in,
as well.
in Norway, whether it's the Inuits in Greenland, people opposing imperialism, colonization, and demonic people who want children and young children. You know what they do with them. Everybody knows. This is the Epstein War. This has always been the Epstein War, to distract from Epstein. And you know the rest of young children. This is what this is about. It's always been about that, people. We stand anybody who resists. We stand anybody who's never been slave to these demonic monsters. We stand with them. It's life or liberation, people. It's either you stay alive, liberated, or you go and be with the maker. That's how it is. There's no in between. So F all the belly dancers conspiring against their own people. Fuck them. You know who you are. All those bastard demonic monsters in the Emirati countries, whether in Saudi, whether in Dubai, free the people of fucking Bahrain, Oman, and everybody else on fucking Jordan while they're there as well. Peace, love, light, solidarity, always. F the Glazers, F Ineos. If you want to be down with them, you know where to jump. We'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you check out Tactical Devils. Jarvis will be on there. And Stu broke the game down for 50 minutes. It's a short one, so go and check it out. Especially some of you are fasting, and Ramadan Kareem, and Ramadan Mubarak to you all. But yeah, go and check it out. You're going to be awake for a couple of hours. Go and check it out. Tactical Devils, the YouTube channel. And Jarvis is Bowley, BOLE77 on X. Luwani is Marwan Luwani, 1979. Make sure you check him out on there. And then Ben is Elmore39 on X and Elmore20 on Twitch and TikTok. Bumbaye. You can only catch him here and on Tactical Devils. You can't catch him anywhere else. Love and light, people.
Big up.
Big up to everybody. Big up to man like Nick Nash. And yeah, people, please hype the video when it's available in your country.
Yep.
Big up. Love.
Important.
Take care.
Thanks,
Take
guys.
care.
Good night.
No.
Good night.